Okay. You are live here.
Okay. What's up, everybody? This is your host, Mr. Pibbs, on this and that and everything in between. I hope everyone's having a great day. Make sure you like and subscribe and share the live. That way, everyone can know that we're on and uh, can jump into any of our topics that we have throughout the week. Also, we start from every show from at 9 o'clock, and usually go on as long as you guys are on. Also, check out our store from that's on the YouTube and the Twitch platform. If you join the membership on our YouTube platform, when you buy stuff from our store, you get you get discounts that is usually around 20 to 30% off.
That depends on the value of the membership that you join. So,
Yeah. Also, what's up to the guys on TikTok that cannot see me? Hey. But
yeah,
thank you for
that
joining.
that that was a really ugly face to make, and everybody on TikTok saw that face.
No, they did not.
Yeah, your face is on TikTok.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that face you just made, that was the ugliest TikTok face that's ever been streamed on TikTok. It's normal
Well,
for YouTube. It's just
sick.
completely abnormal for TikTok.
But oh my God. Well, anyway, back to the show. So if you guys want to jump into the live and have some comments or questions, you can leave them on the put them in the chat, or we have links to that we put up so you can join in the live with us, so you can ask us questions directly. Let's see, what else am I forgetting? I feel like I mentioned everything this time.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the show. So NFTs, what are they? And to perfectly blunt, it stands for non fungible tokens that you basically can use to trade, sell, or you can even make your own. And what the significance in it is that, let's say that you have a basketball reel and you want to sell it to someone to say, "Hey, I got um, the original reel of when Michael Jordan made his first dunk in um in the NBA or in high school." You can sell it online to somebody, and just like the cryptocurrency, you can sell it using crypto, or you can take it as cash through sell it through cash, and that now that person has that original piece of artwork. So it's basically NFTs are like digital artwork. Once you buy it, you got that exclusive original copy that no one else can have. And what proves it is that digital stamp on it that says that you have that original copy. Now, it started in 2019, the NFTs, and they slowly started to grow. They use they use the same design as cryptocurrency because they run a blockchain to oh shoot, right, to to sell NFTs. Now you can buy NFTs. There's many platforms that you can go to buy NFTs. You can go to Open. The most popular one in name is OpenSea. You can also go to Magic Eden or Nifty Gateway, and they will show you all different types of NFTs. Now, what makes it even more popular than average, like hey, what's up, Lucas? How's it going? Hope you're doing great today. It's been a while. Now, now what was it? Oh yeah. You can go on different platforms to go on buy NFTs. You can go on OpenSea or Nifty Gateway or best NFT marketplaces, and you can buy NFTs. Now, what makes it more special is sometimes there's perks that come with buying an NFT. So let's say you bought an NFT called Yacht Monkey, and Yacht Monkey says if you buy this NFT, you get you get to go on these exclusive parties, or you can you're you can join this private community. What's up, Clips? And when you get and people that's what people are attracted to when they buy these NFTs. They want to be a part of that exclusive community, that exclusive party, be on that VIP list, because like there are some uh NFT people that there are some people that join these communities. There are events that they can join in the parties or meet famous people too when they do these events, or you can actually play games with them, like NBA Top Shop, where you can go and buy in it. You can buy NFTs for NBA players for reals, and like also um, the WNBA. They also sell some for the WNBA. I read one post that someone bought NBA NFT reel for $550. The and he either gonna keep it or he resells it. But either way, he's gonna get something out of it. And we got another one that says, I love you." And she also so Xander and I appreciate the gesture.
No, don't speak on me. Uh, uh, yeah, he's talking about NFTs. So sweet. We got fans that think that we're hotter. Oh no, they're saying that you are supposed to be hotter than me. Oh no, I greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much, because uh, Clips XS is a dude.
Okay.
So yeah, that's all you, buddy.
Not like this my first time a guy tried to hit on me. So um
It's amazing how that happens. What kind of cologne are you wearing?
Dior.
The ones that attracting dudes.
and, so no, I'm not gay, but I'm just used to people just coming up approaching me, whether a guy or a female, that say that would compliment me on my looks or something. But I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. But anyway, back to editing. So like NBA reels that you can get NFTs so that you can either resell it or keep it for yourself, just so that you can say, "Oh, hey, I got that original video," and hold on to it. So, uh, a quick example is, hold on, let me show you the site for NBA Top Shop. So I show you what I'm talking about. Share screen. and share. Yeah, second. Now this is the clip for Stephen Curry. This is a NFT. This is another. This is one of the NFT price that they used to offered was $400, but they changed it to the lowest asking price to 548. So it rose up. So these NFTs do grow in value through popularity. So the more famous that player is, the more that NFT is worth. Here's another one that the average price was $973.30, and but now the lowest asking price is $1,100.99. $99 and yeah, 1,199. So almost $1,200. So that so there is some benefits for joining NFTs. The lowest you can probably get for an NFT is around $200. If not, I know that some of these there was one that they sell one for actually $1, but that just shows how much is not really all that worth. So if anyone like looking into like buying an NFT, I suggest doing like research about that NFT, what it can give you, what how much you can sell it for a resale value, because I don't I hardly ever see an NFT go down. It usually just goes up the longer you have it. Like there's an NFT that has only 10,000 made. If you have it, if you have that NFT, it'll just stay increase in value, or you can still get more perks with it for just having be one of those people that have one of those NFTs that were 10,000 made. Let me go ahead and remove this and go back to this. Where is it? Now, now that's for NFTs. Now, cryptocurrency, for those that don't know what that is or you should already have heard of it or have a rough estimate of what cryptocurrency is. But for those that don't, cryptocurrency is a digital currency that you can use to buy and sell and trade, almost like the stock market, but it's a lot easier to get into and quicker to make your portfolio in. You pick currency that you want to do. You can do Bitcoin, Ethereum, or which Dogecoin, and you invest in it and just watch it grow. And
Watch what grow
your the Bitcoin that you bought,
versus
the
the NFTs that don't grow.
they do grow. Like just
The value of NFTs grow.
yeah, like like the Steph Curry NFT, it actually grew. The original asking price was 973. It rose up to 1,100, almost $1,200.
Okay,
So
so
they
the
do
difference
grow
between
because of it.
Bitcoin as a trading stock versus NFT as a sellable digital item is the fact that the value of it only goes up based on how much the current person that's possessing it wants to make a profit off of it going to somebody else. So it's not the same as the value of crypto fluctuating in the market, because the value of crypto is going to be based off of how many people have stock on that crypto versus how many people who have sold that their stock of that crypto. So
Yeah.
that's a little bit different. So you're watching when you put your money on a cryptocurrency and you let it sit there as a because your cash dollars that you go on that cryptocurrency increases the value of that cryptocurrency because now that cryptocurrency is backed by real money. And then as it sits there, the value of that currency, you could sell it to somebody else, your shares of the value of that currency to someone else at whatever the current value is. So if it was a $20,000 coin and you had like $200 worth and it became a $40,000 value coin because of all the people that invested into the value of that coin, the fact that the coin's value doubled if you sold the coin, if you sold your share of stocks, your $200 share of stocks that is now valued at double, you sold that, you would get back $400 off of your initial $200 investment. So that's different from an NFT because with an NFT, a Stephen Curry NFT, you would buy it at $200, you would sell it to somebody at 250. That person who bought it at 250 would sell it to somebody else at 300. The person that bought it at 300 would sell it to somebody else at 600. It's the same as buying a pair of short Jordans, never putting them on, and then selling them to people who are fans of Jordan. It's just a digital version of that scenario, which also plays to the tune that NFTs.
Oh
There's
yeah,
only
yeah,
five
but
percent
it's
of
also
NFTs with
you
a
gotta remember it's also part of a
there's
blockchain. So when
there's actually 5% of NFTs that actually has monetary value. The other 95% of NFTs do not have monetary value. So when you were talking about creating an NFT and then using that NFT for exclusive access to stuff, that is the part of the 95% of NFTs that do not have a monetary value. The value of the NFT is for the exclusive access, as opposed to the fact that you own an NFT that is worth $50,000. You don't own an NFT that's worth $50,000. You own an NFT that's worth the $900 you paid for it and the exclusive access to go backstage with Stephen Curry. That's the difference. So you do attach it to a blockchain because in order for you to sell it on digital currency, it has to be attached to some digital currency so that somebody can put digital currency on the value of buying that item. But the fact is that its value is based off of the value to the person, not so much a actual market value. Because your Stephen Curry, you said the Stephen Curry stock does not go down because it is based off of how much somebody else bought it for. The same as a house. The value of the houses is based off of how much the houses have been bought in the area, not so much the house itself going down in value. So if in the event that all of the houses in the neighborhood continuously increase in price, asking price every year, and people are continuously buying those asking prices every year, the value of your house continues to go up. But if people start foreclosing in your neighborhood and everybody's house is bought at 25% of its original value, then the value of your house goes down, a lot like the value of a car. Your car is only valued at the value that people are willing to buy your car 15 years after your car was sold. If the value of your car at 15 years after the car was sold is at $3,000, you bought it at 50,000. The car is not worth 50,000 anymore. Like you buy Cybertrucks, they're selling Cybertrucks at 500 to $600,000 after they buy it for 125,000. So a Cybertruck is going to maintain its value for at least until it becomes mainstream. So if it takes them 5 or 10 years to make that truck mainstream, 15 or 20 years to make that truck mainstream, if you buy it at 100 grand, you could easily sell it for 200 grand 5 years after you buy it because people are still paying 500 grand because it's hard to get. That's the difference between the value of the item only being worth what somebody's willing to pay for it versus the value of crypto being worth how much somebody is actually investing in it. Do you see the difference in correlation there?
mm, well, that's what makes it a little bit more valuable because it does have market price. Because, like I said, in the it's a part of a blockchain. So when you put it with, like, let's say you put it with Ethereum, like you said, you put people are putting money behind that specific currency. So that if you put more, so if that cryptocurrency grows, so does that NFT because it's linked to it. so you can also increase that value. So if someone wants to buy that NFT so they can get that certain, or sell that entity so that they can get that amount of crypto so that they can start um trading, they can do that. So it doesn't grow as fast as like a cryptocurrency would, but it still will continue to grow in value too,
So
depending on.
you're saying that you can buy an NFT and you can hold on to that NFT, and the value of that NFT will increase in value.
Mhm.
And how does it increase in value?
So one, either notoriety, or two, like whom depending on who made that NFT, and how limited, how many you can get, how many NFTs are out there that are like that one that you can get. Uh, and three, which what blockchain is it under? Is it under Bitcoin? Is it under Dogecoin? Is it under let's see, Ethereum? It depends on many factors, but that's why I said you should look through it, see how much its market value is. 'Cause, all these NFTs and crypto, they all have market value. That's why people buy them and sell them and trade them, because they can get something out of it. Otherwise, there's no point in buying them. Uh,
They
let's
have
see.
they have value, but they do not all have market value. There is a difference. That
Yeah.
because, like you said, when you buy something from Stephen Curry that comes with the perks of having exclusive backstage access to Stephen Curry, that is what you're selling. You're selling the backstage access to Stephen Curry. Outside of the backstage access to Stephen Curry, that particular NFT has no monetary value. So it's a NFT that is not worth money. It is worth an experience. It is worth exclusive access. So that is the market sale. Now you also have the fact that NFTs are only going to increase in notoriety because of the exclusiveness of the content that you're selling, and the people's now increased desire to want access to that content because of the person that is involved in that content. That's equivalent to having a pair of Jordans, and then after Michael Jordan dies, a pair of Jordans that's never been worn could be now worth 4 times more than what you originally bought those Jordans for. Or like Hot Wheels from 1960s, that is worth way more than what Hot Wheels were sold for in 1960. That doesn't necessarily mean that the stock of NFTs is increasing in value. It means that the item that you created is going to increase in its own individual value over time based on how much other people want what you have. But the chair I'm sitting in could be worth something to somebody in a long period of time if I decided to put it up for sale. If they wanted a chair that Xander was sitting in back in 2024 and they looking for this chair and the chair still exists in 2044, they can buy this chair from me and have Xander's chair from this and that podcast. That just means that the value of that chair is only based off of the value of my fame in 2044, 20 years from now. Does that make sense? Are you buffering on that?
No, I thought you were still talking, because you were lagging out mid sentence. But
No. So you experienced lag. No,
but then
I actually hadn't froze up at all. I was, at least not on this end.
okay. Probably, probably the one network. Uh, so yeah, that is true. But when I just think about these NFTs, it reminds me about like the auction house. Is when people like used to buy paintings and stuff, paintings or things from the past, like the first ever typewriter, or the first computer, and its collectible value. How long has it been in mint condition? Uh, or like, let's say, like for example, like you said, the first ever Jordans that were ever worn by Michael. and it's like perfectly sealed in mint condition, and they people will buy that because one, they're a big huge fan of Michael Jordan, and two, they will have something that no one will else have uh in their probably in their entire lives, and then so they will go to great lengths to spend it. It's almost so it's the same thing as an NFT. NFTs is that it stays mint. You can't really, it can never get worn down. You can't get dirtied up. It's in there in your wallet uh for as long as you want it until you want to sell it, or that until the artist started making more, and you just want to sell it so you can get rid of it, and maybe it so it doesn't lose its value. Because like I said, if people started getting so if anybody can get it, it starts losing its value. um so let's say for the Tesla, you want to buy a Tesla super truck, but there's only for 400 that they made. People will want to buy it because it's exclusive, and they'll be the only ones that they'll be one of the 400 people that buy it. Doesn't matter how much they want to pay, they'll buy it because one, it's a Tesla, and two, um, they like to brag. That's what mostly these NFTs about. Is kind of like bragging rights. They people want to brag and say, haha, I got this and you don't.
So they're buying the NFTs for more bragging rights and monetary value.
Mm. Yes,
Because that's equivalent to them actually spending an extra $25,000 for a foundation Cybertruck that does not have the features that they offered in the reveal. The prototype that they had that claimed to contain all of the features that made it worth $100,000. Well, actually $79,000, and then they raised the price $20,000 to $99,000, and now you got to pay $100,000 for the truck that was originally offered for less than $80,000. And they're selling it to you for $25,000 more than that.
Wait, what was the asking price for the one that didn't have the features in it that they were selling? That's on the road right now.
$125,000. $125,000.
Yeah, no.
But the one that they're offered originally that people RSVP'd for was $80,000. They haven't put everything in it, but they raised the price of it to $99,000. So $100,000 for the one that you got the reservation for in 2019. It went from 80,000 back in 2019 and 2021 to 100,000 in 2024. That's the asking price for 100% of all of the features that was offered, that was promoted in the display of the Cybertruck when they hit it with the sledgehammer and the ball, and they marketed it and they said, hey, give us money, we'll put you on a list, you'll be the first person to get access to this vehicle. 2 million plus people got on that reservation for that once $80,000 truck that's now $100,000 truck for all of these features, and those features aren't on the truck, but they're charging an extra $25,000 for the exclusive access to get the truck now, with all of the flaws and bugs and kinks that they have to work out. They just recalled the vehicle last month. And as they work out those issues with the first group of people that gets the vehicle, first 5,000 people that get the vehicle, paying an extra $25,000 to get it now, to say that they were one of the first ones to get it now. And the difference between the truck that you're getting right now and the one that they advertised is that the one that you got right now doesn't have any of the stuff. Like, for example, remember we talked about the autopilot on the vehicle, like it drives itself and everything. That's not in there. That they haven't put that in there yet. The fourth motor, the tank turn thing that they talked about, that's not in there yet. The extra battery life, you got to pay an increase for that, but that's not in there yet.
Anything that's in there now, like the super truck, that's in that super truck.
Yeah, the basic Tesla information that's in all the Teslas, and the tri-motor feature that allows it to go 0 to 60 in like 2.3 seconds. So you get a fast truck that is manually controlled. It does have lane assist, and it does have No, I don't think it has the valet system on there. That's part of the full service package that has not been added to Tesla yet. Because remember during the release they had problems with the getting the battery, so the battery packs was a problem at one point, and then they also had the problem with getting the software working the way they wanted it to work. So they have not put
Did
the
they
full
ever
service
fix
AI.
the glass problem? Remember
The who?
during the presentation that the glass broke when he said it was not supposed to break?
Oh yeah. So there's another thing. The standard model is not coming with bulletproof glass, but the top of the line one should come with bulletproof glass. So did they fix the glass shattering? The bulletproof glass is not bulletproof; it's bullet resistant. It's only supposed to prevent the glass from shattering and ultimately slow down the bullet. It is not supposed to have the bullet ricochet off
I
of the
didn't
glass
even
and
know
not
it was
damage.
bulletproof. He just
So
said the glass was durable. I thought he said the glass was durable. I didn't even know it was bulletproof.
no, he was advertising one of the reasons why the truck was so popular was because the vehicle was bullet resistant up to 90 millimeter fire. So those of us that drive in America and we get pulled over and shot at because they told us to go get our wallet, we should buy a Cybertruck because they can shoot at the car for 20 minutes and not penetrate the vehicle as quickly as they could with your Honda Civic. Like that gentleman I told you about that was sitting in his car in the middle of the night eating his sandwich, and the police tried to pull him out of his car and shot at the car because the guy didn't want to get out of the car, where there was no other reason to shoot at the car. If that person would have been in a Cybertruck, he wouldn't have been able to open the door because there's no handles on the truck without you setting the truck up to open the doors. And then also he would not have been able to discharge his firearm into the vehicle so readily because the truck would have been able to withstand a 9 millimeter fire for a little bit of time because it's resistant, not proof. So it's not going to stop the bullets from coming in at all, but it will reduce the bullets entering the vehicle. So that would make it the safety feature of that would be something that a lot of Americans would get on to prevent from being knocked off by the routine traffic stops. But when you ask, is it more durable now? Well, they have not said that they've done better by the design of the bulletproof glass. They hit the bottom of the glass with the sledgehammer and cracked the glass, and then hit the glass with a steel ball, and then that damaged the glass, even though the ball didn't go through. So when you look at YouTube videos today of people who bought the Tesla truck and then shot it up to see if it was bulletproof, and the bullets penetrated the glass, but it didn't shatter. It just penetrated the glass. Uh, it's not worth testing, but yeah, it does not stop the 9 millimeter bullets that the way he claimed it did in the original release. So if you wanted to make sure that you had those bulletproof, bullet resistant windshield and side mirrors and stuff to that effect, you would have to make sure that you're paying for the premium version, not just the standard version, because the standard version is not going to come with that. But the premium version is going to cost more than the standard version because the standard version is going to be like the $34.99 one, and that's going to be the single motor. But the premium version is going to have like the Cyber Beast, is what they're calling it right now. Should have all of that stuff on there, but you're not really sure that they're going to have the solar panels on it, huh?
One of my friends was showing me that clip. He said, "Oh, it's not bulletproof." I said, "Yeah, it is." It's just I wanted to know if he fixed it, because I knew it was gonna. He didn't say it was shock absorbent. He just said it was bullet resistant, so it's not gonna go penetrate through the glass. But
Not quickly. Not It's not going to instantaneously every bullet is not going to go through the glass, but that
yeah,
doesn't mean that
I
every
was
bullet that
asking
hits the
because
glass is not going to go through the glass.
I was asking because I wanted to know if he made sure, like, if someone hits like that same situation, they hit the bottom part of the that not on the glass but the door, like the door, it doesn't shatter.
Well, it's not going to shatter. So if they're shooting at
Did they fix that
so
part?
it didn't, the glass had shattered because they hit the base of the door with a sledgehammer,
Yeah.
and that probably the makeshift way that they put it together for the demo wasn't as secure as they would have preferred, and that caused the glass to shift and then get penetrated. And because it got penetrated, it weakened the structure of the glass. And then when they hit the top of the glass with the ball later, the glass broke. The ball didn't go through the glass, but the glass broke. But if you imagine a bullet, uh, most bulletproof glass, the bullet will damage the glass. It'll get lodged into the glass, but it won't go all the way through the glass. Now, the YouTube video that shows the kid that, I mean, he has less common sense than the kid that didn't get insurance on his iPhone and he dropped his iPhone during the reveal. My expectation on that is that, like, when he shot at it and like literally but he unloaded a clip on the window. So 7, 8, 9, 10 bullets at the passenger side or the driver's side window is a lot of bullets to have, to say that none of them will go through. At least one or two of them went through, but he unloaded a whole clip. And I think he used like a Glock, because most of the kids use Glock. I'm not exactly sure what gun he used, but I think they used a Glock to tear into this car, but or this truck. But for $100,000 vehicle,
Ways to buy Uzis. People are buying a lot of Uzis now.
what's that?
People are buying Uzis.
Yeah, what about it?
Instead of a Glock, they rather buy a Uzi now. I'm like, where the hell did you get an Uzi from?
Everybody's buying fully automatic weapons because they realize that they have the ability to the ability to utilize those fully automatic weapons in ranges and stuff to that effect now, where that used to otherwise be illegalized, because they can go and get the tax stamp so that they can be in possession of the firearm. You can purchase those. You can purchase the firearm or have a buddy purchase a firearm with their tax stamp, and because you're at their house sampling the firearm in a supposed to be structured environment, then you can play around with these toys, because that's what they are to these kids, are toys. Even though somebody could lose their life behind playing around with these things. But you're not supposed to be utilizing fully automatic weapons in self-defense scenarios, or carrying around without the registered tax stamp and ATF information when you're traveling. So you cannot really say that you're going to go get you a Glock switch and put on your Glock and jump on a plane and fly to New York and have a 100-round drum when New York says that there's a 10-round mag limit, and you're not going to have a fully automatic weapon because United States says that you're not supposed to be in possession of a fully automatic weapon. And if you end up in a shootout that police are not on the same side as you in that shootout, then you just committed like 3 felonies because you have too much ammunition, depending on the state that you're in. You have a fully automatic weapon. You modified that fully automatic weapon without the proper manufacturing tax stamp to allow you to modify that weapon. You didn't get the ATF registration to turn it into a fully automatic weapon. So all of those things will lead you to probably 5 or 7 like felonies that are 25 years apiece, kind of situation, where you would be doing a minimum of 25 plus 1 years right next to Diddy, because you thought it was cool to put this Glock switch with the extra banana clip on it and go hang out with your homeboys in an inappropriate fashion. But yeah, because that's what they're doing. They're getting a really long magazine that holds like 50 rounds, or they get the drum that holds 100 rounds, and then they're wasting 100 rounds of ammo in less than 3 seconds, and they think that's cool. I don't find the entertainment in that, because those bullets are not cheap. The cheapest bullets that I know of are somewhere around 40 to 87 cents a round. So you just spent 50 rounds or 100 rounds. You just spent like almost $80 or so worth of ammunition in 3 seconds. Then you got those rounds, like some of the rounds that I have, that are almost $2 a round, and at $2 a round, and you're filling 200 rounds, that's $200 worth of ammunition in 3 seconds. And you accomplish nothing because you didn't even hit the target. So that's what they're doing these days, and I'm not a big fan of that, because I mean, even in the adult industry, $200 is going to get you more than 3 seconds of satisfaction. It might get you 30 seconds of satisfaction. You might get 2 minutes and 45. You might get 10 minutes of satisfaction for $200 in the adult industry.
I don't
But
know.
you are definitely
Like, did he got a good deal for how much?
Donald Trump spent $135,000 for less than 15 minutes. So he would be the perfect person to hand a Glock switch to. But you would have to hand him a Glock switch that has like the chain thing going to it, where it just continuously feeds ammo into it. He's going to have some of his CIA buddies continuously reload the. Do you know how hard it is to load a 100-round mag? It takes you like 10 to 15 minutes to get you 3 seconds of satisfaction. You got to be strong.
In the military, you hold it, and he's like, yeah. While holding that ammunition, continuously bursting fire off of that. Man, you can go to the military and you my friends that are part of the army, they said they fire off 100 rounds each day, whenever they want to, when they're on the base. I was like, oh, that's dope. But when if you want to go fire off rounds, go join the army. If you want to do all that stuff.
Well, you have to have experience with the firearm, so you have to have it's mandatorily required for you to have a certain quantity of range time. So several thousand rounds over a period of time is expected to have been utilized, and if you have not experienced that much gunfire, you have to go to the range and have that much gunfire as practice in order to be proficient with the usage of your firearm. So likewise with self-defense, I would strongly recommend that anybody that owns a firearm takes their sweet time to go to the firing range and practice with it. So again, I still say that the Glock switch and the banana clip is irrelevant, because one, you have no control, and two, you're going to waste 50 to 100 rounds of ammunition in 3 seconds, where you could have practiced single shot or double shot firing with your firearm, and that 100 rounds of ammo at 2 to 3 shots every 3 to 5 seconds could have probably lasted you 2 to 3 hours at the range, as opposed to 3 seconds at the range, because you're paying for the range by the hour. So now you're not just wasting the $200 on the ammo, you're also wasting the $100 you spent for the lane that you're in for the hour. So you just spent $300 for 3 seconds of satisfaction, and you've got like 59 more minutes of lane time and nothing else to do. That's like renting a call girl and finishing as soon as she shakes your hand.
Back when we were doing the gun video, firearm video, I don't have no problem with people having the right to bear arms or owning a gun. I don't like the fact that people use firearms in the wrongest way possible that could ruin it for other people.
So they use it as toys. It can't get wrong than that.
The point I'll say this again. The point of a firearm is to use to protect yourself from people that want to do you harm or want to trespass on your property. Because that's what the Fourth Amendment, the right to bear arms, was about. You have the right to defend your property if someone trespasses on it. But it's not used to go and shoot squirrels or just firing off shots just for the hell of it, or just to put it on your waist and say, "Oh, I look cool in it. I'm part of the hood." That's not what a firearm is for. It's used to protect yourself, and anyone that uses it for any other purpose other than that, I have zero respect for you.
Well, you're gonna have a lot of ops on that one.
I don't care.
They're gonna pull up at the traffic light.
If they get a little pissy over comments that say, "Oh, I'm tough because I have a piece on you." I
Yeah.
don't see the toughness in that. You carrying a firearm, saying, "Oh, I have a firearm," so you have to alert. You're gonna have to respect me. I'm like, well, where I'm from, respect is earned, not given. If you want
Ah,
respect,
technically, respect is given and then maintained, but heightened levels of respect is earned. However, if you're asking for more than mutual respect, yes, something above mutual respect is definitely earned. But in the United States, we don't even respect each other on a mutual level, but we still demand to be respected. Just wanted to
that
clarify
and
that
that
real
just
quick.
makes it even. So you want that great respect, but you didn't do anything to earn that greater or mutual respect.
Oh
That
yeah, he
is
did. He showed up with a Glock 22 Australia. That's what he did with the banana clip and the switch on it and the laser scope and the flashlight and the 007 big thingy at the top. That's you're actually supposed to use that for long range, but you're not using it for long range because you're watching the laser move around kind of thingy. And they have the
so
gloves
you have a
that say
laser,
Glock
and then
gun.
you got a
So,
scope, and then you got
yeah, and,
and
and,
then you
and they
got
have the
a
gloves that say
long reach.
Glock on it, and but they don't wear the gloves that say Glock. They've got the gloves that say Glock hanging around their neck like a pendant because the gloves don't fit, but they look cool though.
I have no word. My statement still stands.
I'm just saying that's what these kids is
like,
doing.
that's just man. I yeah, my statement still stands. I don't care. Now it's for those that actually know how to actually know what the purpose of using a firearm and actually took the time to practice with their firearm so that they can get better in defending themselves. I respect you wholeheartedly. But those that just hold up their guns like this and say, "Yeah, a part of my who's most wanted. I'm Trump's son." I have zero
I mean,
respect for
some of those people that I believe that some of those people that have skills with firearms, but they choose to use the firearms in the most inappropriate time, I don't have respect for them either. Like that woman that got shot because a man told her to take the pot off the stove. I feel like just because you know how to shoot a gun and just because you have the skill set of military training, that if you don't have the common sense as to when not to pull the trigger, then you still should not be getting praise for having a firearm and being able to utilize that. I strongly believe that the people with the most skills in the usage of a firearm are the ones that actually know how not to use whatever we can do to not actually have to discharge this firearm, because the best shot taken in the world is a shot that's never taken, because somebody's going to get hurt and somebody's going to regret it.
I don't respect people that use the firearm to make themselves become a hero when they see a kid that was walking down the
Law
street.
enforcement.
uh, and tackles a kid saying where he's going. But you're not even law enforcement. And he
Oh,
said,
so now you're going to add in that and you're not law enforcement. Okay, because I was about to say, hold on now, you're
well, you
describing
use
law
the
enforcement
law
to
to
the
save
T.
yourself, saying I still stand my ground. He attacked me in a hostile manner, so I had to
Oh,
stand my
you're
ground.
referring to that guy. Oh, cause
Yeah.
see, look, just now, in this over the past 3 days, a security guard gunned down a driver because he was allegedly trespassing on the property of a Walmart, and he was leaving. And I guess the security guard was trying to stop him from leaving the place. So the man and his wife is in the vehicle. They made their purchase. They did whatever they're gonna do. They left the store. Now they're in the vehicle and they're leaving. And the security guard decides to, I do believe, 6 or 9 shots to the driver in the chest. Had he been driving a Tesla, he'd still be okay. But because he wasn't, this security guard unloaded on the guy who was going home. He wasn't starting trouble. He wasn't making a bad situation worse. He wasn't endangering anybody's safety. He was just trespassed or banned from shopping at that store. And he still went back to the store and did what he wanted to do. And then he made his purchase or whatever, got in the car and left or was trying to leave. So after the situation is done, you're trying to stop him from going, and he was going to just drive, and you shot him up. Now you got your G license from your security class. You got your security permit thing. You're driving your allied services security firm rental car, and you just top flight security. They should have gave you a whistle, not a gun. And he used the gun to gun down the driver to stop him from doing. And he said that he had no other choice because you were endangering his safety by moving your motor vehicle. My guy, you could have shot up his motor vehicle so that it wouldn't run anymore. You could have put holes in a radiator. You could have put holes in the engine block. Yeah, the guy could have sued you after the fact for unnecessarily damaging his vehicle, but you did not have to put 6 holes in the man. You could have shot out his tires. You could have done something other than take the man's life. Now, this guy has gun training. He knows how to pull the trigger. So he doesn't have to have a lot of gun training because he knows how to pull the trigger, but he knew how to point, aim, and shoot. And he aimed, and shot for enough times to take some. This is the America that we're in right now.
Like, Jesus. What? Oh no. And to top it off, he said he felt in danger. That's what dropped me.
Yeah, because he parked his car. He parked his car in front of the guy's vehicle. Then he stood in front of his car to barricade him in. The guy is trying to pull out of the parking space to go. So if you're trespassed or banned off of a property, and now the security is coming and it's time for you to leave, you're leaving now voluntarily. You're not protesting being told you can't be here. You're literally leaving, and he's trying to stop you from leaving. So because she's trying to stop you from leaving, if you move your vehicle, he shoots you. Now, if you had a bulletproof window, which Tesla is providing in some of their Cybertrucks, you got to make sure you buy the one that has a bulletproof window. If you have bulletproof windows, then he would have took shots at the car. You could have ran him over and then left. I would have honestly put it in reverse and made sure I did it twice. And then called 911 and said, "Oh my God, he was trying to assassinate me." I feared for my life. I went back to check on him, and
I want a candidate that like really puts in the emphasis. We need a serious psyche valve when we give people these firearms, because seriously, I want to. What's going on with their heads when they having these firearms? Like, seriously, what's running through their mind?
They want to be the next Terminator. They want to be the next Rambo. They want to be the next Sylvester Stallone. They want to be.
Rambo is the most appropriate one. They want to say, "I shoot to kill." I didn't.
But that Soldier of Fortune situation where it's them against 100 people, and they're going through all of this ammunition, and nobody, like, everybody's dropping, and they're just like the best thing since sliced bread. And bro, like, you're really going to go back and forth with like 10 rounds, and that's going to be but outside of the first mag, you might, in a shootout, because you're wasting ammo, you are probably not going to get to the second mag. You're only going to get to the second mag in a 5 to 10 minute shootout where you dump the clip the first time, and now you're trying to wait for somebody else to come and help you out. I can tell you that with 8 rounds in my magazine, the 15-minute altercation went through. I still had rounds left in the mag, in the first mag, and I had switched to the second mag.
Oh, I can actually top that one, sir. So, someone shot a guy that was sleeping on the bus stop because he looked
Suspicious.
Black.
How good was his tan?
So
Did he have a really good tan, or was it just like a mild tan?
it was like a burnt brownish.
Oh, so his credit score was 400. So they were just like, "Yep, we gotta eliminate this guy." Yep.
Dude
See
came
if
from
they
a tanning
if
salon.
they would have made an NFT out of that, that guy would have been rich.
Yeah, dude came from a tanning salon. Um, and he was feeling tired, so he laid down. He was laying down by the bench with the umbrella on it, right behind the neighbor. The lady was looking over, and she said, she felt fearful for her life, so she took her revolver. Literally, because someone took a video of it. She walks over, and then shoots him, and then
Yep.
leaves. Shoots him twice, one in the chest and one in the head. I'm like, that's some
Oh
crazy
well,
stuff.
I'm indifferent about that particular scenario because I mean I feel like that was inappropriate and she didn't have that to do. But that's the rules of zombie apocalypse, is that you must double tap.
I'm like, that's so crazy though. I'm like,
I
like that's a like crazy. She said, what? She had a life before this.
They gave her life.
No. I'm saying she had a life before this because she did one in the chest and one in the
Yeah,
head. Someone had to tell
yeah.
her to do that.
Somebody taught her that. You got to do no matter how many times you get them in the chest, you got to get them one in the head. You got to
She
do
said,
that. That's the rules of zombie apocalypse, because if not, they can get back up.
when law enforcement went up to her and arrested her and asked her why she did it, she said, "Oh, because he looked black, so he was suspicious."
That makes sense. Make America great again.
And then that leads me to the next question: What
That
what is the definition of making? Oh, when was America great again? That's what I want.
purge,
I still want to know that. I want chat if you can tell me that. Please do it.
purge,
Please do it.
purge,
Oh my!
purge 3, purge 5, purge
You
6.
know what? Why not? Let's go make a per.
You're gonna have to campaign that.
A lot of people will probably vote for that. We want to purge. Say yes to purge. It'll be under Project 26.
Yep. That's gonna be the new thing.
For our new founding fathers. Oh my
The Republicans.
god. So I like, wow. That is just yeah. You could definitely make an NFT. Old lady go up, pop pop, walked away, like, and you hear the GTA music going off. I gotta buy that game and play it.
Which one?
Really, the San Andreas. I want to finish it. I
You
I
you
like
haven't
it.
finished San Andreas?
No, because so it was on the Game Pass, and I was playing it. I was like enjoying it, and for some reason it stopped working on the Game Pass. And I sent a report and
Did
never
you
got
did
back.
you
Then they took it off.
did you
So I
did you
guess
pay?
it was defected or something.
No, it wasn't
So
defective. No, you had to
huh?
pay. It wasn't defective. You had to pay.
Probably. It was part of the Game Pass, so I could play it for free. But
Yeah, no,
they took
you
it
probably
off.
had to pay. You had to put more money on the Game Pass.
No, it's like once it's a monthly pass, so you pay it and then you play the games
Mm-hmm.
that's on that Game Pass
Mm-hmm.
for how long they can put it on there. So the
Uh-huh.
same thing as like GTA 5.
until
I
they want you to
paid.
give them some more money, and then they're going to make it mess up until you pay for it again.
Yeah, I know that. I was ready. I came prepared.
Yeah, if you didn't pay the extra,
I
'cause
tried.
you get
To play. I tried to play this version that when the one that you gave me. It didn't work. None of the game. They were too scratched up. So but I need to go back and play it because even though I don't like the nature of it, I'm not gonna lie. I just like y'all just fed on black people's ignorance.
it's
uh,
reckless, bro.
and even though that the theme wasn't not to my liking, it was still a game that I enjoyed playing. I liked rolling up, creating my
Yeah, but
character. Huh?
yeah, that was what it was. You created your character and you went to the gym all the time.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
The
My
fact
guy
that you
was
could just go to
bulky.
the gym yourself, because I mean
I do
the
go to the
game,
gym.
the game is fun, but I mean you cannot immerse yourself into a world of GTA 4. But they could have put the gangs into they could have put the gangs in GTA 5. They could have put turf wars in GTA 5, especially GTA 5 Online.
Mm.
They should put gangs back in the GTA 6, even though we don't really have that many gangs in the United States these days. Not like serious gangs.
Mm.
I know they got some, but they don't have like one on every block anymore.
I'm still gonna be curious. When they remake GTA 6, I want to see how they represented Tampa. You see how they
A
made
dark alley. It's gonna be a
how
dark alley covered in trash.
and how they see St. Petersburg.
The woods. Oh well, no. St. Petersburg is going to be near the beach, so they're probably actually. Are they going to do all of Florida? Because I thought they were mainly going to be focusing on Miami.
They probably just gonna do Miami. Uh, but it'd be cool if they did all of Florida.
Because they usually do a GTA that is somewhere near water, so that you can have like water sports, water activities,
Mm-hmm.
swimming, submarine, stuff to that effect. They don't actually um, put you in a situation that is just all city. Like you're not likely to have like GTA Ohio or like GTA Tennessee. Although you probably wouldn't have very many characters.
It's hard. It would be hard to get. They should have like if they did GTA Chicago, people would be into Chicago, but GTA Tennessee,
I don't know. Do you really think that GTA Chicago would be like that
because it would be like
enthusiastic?
mostly man, like it would be like GTA 4 with the I forgot his name, the main character for GTA 4. It was gonna be more like mafia based.
Well, that would be Saints Row. But if you did a GTA if you did GTA Tennessee, it'll probably sell about 200,000 copies, like the massacre.
The feud.
Because yeah, because like the whole game would be all about farming and stealing each other's cows and riding off of each other's tractors, and you know it's not is that there is going to be very many missions. Like I'm trying to figure out how is Project 2025 going to impact the pimping missions on GTA 6.
They have to take tax breaks.
Because I mean, Trevor had that whole strip club. So are we not going to have a strip club in GTA 6 anymore?
No, we're still gonna have a club. All right, this is the thing about Project 2025. It's gonna be made for the elites. You can do all the things that in GTA only if you're elite.
So the 99% of Americans that's going to be buying the game that are not elites cannot do that. So now you have to join Elon Musk's Gigatech faction in order for you to be considered an elite.
No. They're gonna make GTA 6 only for the elite people, so that it's gonna be for that 1%. Only the 1% can play because they're gonna raise it up to a certain high price. Or, like I said, like with NFTs.
Well, yeah, they were talking about like a $50 a month subscription.
You get a token, you could probably get one.
Oh, true. Now that makes sense. If you get to an but
so like that's what like a point for an NFT. You get with that token, you're able to get like a special perk to it.
Well, you're gonna get unlimited DLCs from what I hear, but you're gonna be renting the game. So if for some reason that those of us that don't make 50,000 a year end up not having enough money to pay their membership for the month, you lose access to the game. So that's going to be one of the hardest parts of the game. So what you experienced with San Andreas with your Game Pass is that if you don't pay for the Game Pass, then you can't play the game.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Project 2025, I got to the part where they talk about immigration, and I read the part they're gonna eject everybody.
Yeah, they're gonna eject everybody.
And I was telling that to my my coworker for my new at my job. He said, "No, they're not." I'm like, "Yeah, they are. They're going to eject a lot of people." But I got my green card. They don't care. They're going to eject you. Like I showed it to them on that part where they're going to eject you. And his mouth, you should have seen his mouth. It was wide open. He's like, "No!" He was like cursing in Spanish. Dios mío.
Yeah, that's going to be one of those self-realizations that a lot of people that they're going to come about understanding, but I don't know if it's going to be too late by the time they decide to vote, or they probably already voted. And then because you got early voting ballots, like we discussed before the show, that the early voting ballots are out, and anybody who wants to do a mail-in vote can do a mail-in vote now. And if you've already done your mail-in vote and now you realize that Project 2025 is going to tear you up, I don't know if you can change your vote. That's a good question to look into. Can you change your vote? Can you retract your previous vote and vote for something else? That is the question.
Oh, that's interesting. I gotta look that up later. I'll probably slide it into the other show for tomorrow when we talk about the Olympics. Make sure you guys tune in for that too.
Yeah, because today we're supposed to be talking about NFTs, and we're talking about how GTA is better than the Glock switch for these kids going after their ops.
Or how grandma just shot up the thing.
Yeah.
And did it was like a mafia hit.
Well, one of the things that I noticed about the NFTs, one of the things that I noticed about the crypto that is different from the NFTs that I think is more effective than NFTs is because the fluctuating value of the crypto happens so much that if you catch it when it's down and then catch it a second time when it's up, which by the way could happen in the same day, then you could turn a small profit every time that happens. And if you continuously do that, you can make that into a career. And if you're utilizing trade bots to help you with that particular type of process, where trade bots are buying and selling crypto on your behalf, utilizing the money that you implemented into those cryptos, into those trade bots, you can actually draw back a reasonable 2 to 5% profit every day off of your trades, which could add up to a few $100s a day, which could add up to $10,000 or $15,000 a month, which could lead to you not having to work and actually living off of the profits from crypto, which quantifies as the high earner section of Project 2025 that lives off of investment capital. And if that investment capital is under a C corporation, then you got the 20% cap that gets the deduction, and then 10% donated to the charity that you own that is also publicly funded charity. So you end up not paying taxes on the investment money from your C corporation that you put all your money into. So just heads up, like, we can talk about these things in the members only chats, where there are ways that you can make yourself a walking big business and invest in ways where you could literally, the idea of investing, which is one of the reasons why I think Mr. Pips was putting this up there, guys, is that the idea of investing is so that you don't have to work for somebody else for your entire life like a slave. Like, you want to have financial freedom, you want to have vacations, you want to take days off, you want to be able to not have to apply yourself to this endeavor every day at the same time all of the time. You want to be able to do something different. And the only way you can be able to do that is if you stack your cash. So the difference between NFTs and crypto is, while NFTs give you more exclusiveness in a lot of other places, the value of NFTs is more in the perks, not the monetary value, which is what I was saying earlier. So the NFTs are not going to, there's only 5% of NFTs that are worth $5 billion. And the other 95% of NFTs are not worth the paper they're printed on. And keep in mind, they're not printed on paper. So that shows you how much they're worthless outside of the experience that you get because you own that NFT. That is what you're paying for when you're buying NFTs. Now, when you're buying Bitcoin, you're buying money. You're owning a percentage of shares of money. The same way if you buy a treasury bond, and the value of that money increases over time. And with crypto, it decreases over time too, because it fluctuates in the stock market. And if you participate in that correctly, while an NFT might gain a few $100s over the course of 5 or 10 years based on the value or the clout of the reason why the NFT was created, crypto could get you 100 grand in 30 days. So yeah, if we would have last year, if I would have invested in crypto in June, no, it was March. No, I'm right. It was in June. It was going down in June after a recent spike in April. It was going down in June, started going back up for July. It peaked right after the 4th of July. And in that 4-week time frame, whoever would have had 20 grand would have gained an extra 10 grand on that Bitcoin inside of that 4 weeks. Which means that you gained 150% of the value of your Bitcoin at that time. So if you would have just taken off that 10 grand increase while it was up and then let it do its thing, when it went back down to the value of 20 grand or 21 grand, and you put that 10 grand back in there, you would have owned 1.5 Bitcoins at that time. And then when those Bitcoins became worth $65,000, you would have had 1.5 Bitcoins at $65,000, which would have gave you $45,000 for basically what you bought $20,000 of Bitcoin for. That's the difference between Bitcoin and NFTs. You're not going to be able to put money into one NFT and get enough stock off of that one NFT that will give you 5 NFTs, where you can then sell 4 of those NFTs and still have one primary NFT gaining you enough value to purchase more NFTs. You're not going to have that same experience with NFTs.
No, but if you guys want to change, sell that NFT to get cryptocurrency, they would tell you how much that NFT would be worth. So it would be like, let's say, this one NFT is worth 3.5 Ethereum, which totals up to, let's say, that would probably, let's say, worth 5,000, depending on how much Ethereum is right now. Let's see. Let's see. Let me look up how much is 3.5 for Ethereum. For you guys. 3.5 to USD is so basically if you sell an NFT that was worth 3.5 in Ethereum, you get 2,000 in USD. That would be $2,700.
And how much did he pay for it at first?
Huh?
How much did he pay for it at first?
If he paid for it first, let's say he bought it in the market price for something that was $900, 973.
So he bought it for $900 and turned it into crypto.
Yeah, and converted it into crypto for holding it for like, let's say 2 years. Since let's say it's like a blooper reel from a famous player.
Right. So hold it for 2 years, and then the value went up how much?
Since from 973 to for 2 years, it went up.
It went from 973 to 2,000 and some change.
Yeah, so that would be 973.
So it doubled its value in 2 years.
Though, yeah, basically though, like it rose up. Basically, it was $1,700.
It raised up $1,700 in 2 years. Well,
Yeah,
actually, you said it went up to 2,700.
2,700. So it'd be when you convert it 3.5 in Ethereum.
So
Now,
it was worth 3.5 Ethereum when it's now, but it
yeah,
wasn't worth 3.5 Ethereum when he bought it.
yeah.
Okay, so 2 years later, maintaining possession of this particular NFT, that 3.5 Ethereum is now worth $2,700, which is actually about $1,800 increase. And that
now, imagine if it was an switch to BTC. If they said, "Oh yeah, we can change it to a you want to sell it to a Bitcoin." Well, unfortunately, you can't do that.
you can't sell Ethereum to Bitcoin.
Yeah, you can't change the currency. Remember, it's a blockchain. So once you pick that chain, you're stuck with it. So I don't think you can undo it. That's something I couldn't find. If you can undo put it send it to another blockchain. Let's say
No,
I
you're
want
not
to sell
changing
it
it to
on.
another blockchain. You're buying. So what the exchange rate of currency between Ethereum and blockchain is because you're buying shares in holding of the cash backing the crypto. So when you're converting it, your cash holdings on that crypto's value to the other cash holdings of a different crypto value, that's when you change from owning Ethereum to owning Bitcoin. But you're owning the value of the money.
Yeah,
You're not
that's
owning the
what
money. So
another
so NFT
broker
is different.
said.
You actually the NFT you own the item, and with crypto you're owning the value that you're. Let me rephrase it again where you can understand it. So when you put money down on crypto, it's just like taking the US dollar and instead of it being backed by faith, it's now backed by your money. That gives you interest back on that money. If you decided to want to stop backing US dollars and start backing Chinese dollars, all you got to do is just move the money that is holding the support of that US dollar and move it to China. So you can go from having US currency as your platform to having the yen as your platform, but you're not actually converting your US dollar to the yen. You are converting the value of money you own from US dollars to the value of money you own to the yen. With an
So
NFT,
basically,
you are
what you
not gonna. So with an NFT, it's like owning a pair of Jordans. if it is sold in US dollars, you cannot convert the value of the shoe in US dollars in that blockchain to the value of a different shoe in a different blockchain, because the shoe is only valued at that currency. It is an exclusive currency for that particular item. That's what NFTs are functioning on. It's an exclusive cryptocurrency. So you own that item. You don't own the value of that item. The item's value when you sell it is going to be your profit. So you cannot change the currency because you're selling it at 2,700 US dollars. You are not selling it at 2,700 yen. So that's equivalent to a person in China cannot come to the United States and hand you 300 yen to buy your car. That money's not good here. That's what NFTs are saying. Bitcoin's not good here. Ethereum is the only one we're using. So you have to convert your Bitcoin to Ethereum and then buy my NFT.
Yeah. That's a really one. That's why I said now for like if it's easier to get into, not really. You're better off just doing crypto first, and then if you want to go explore a different community or get access to a specific community, then think about joining buying an NFT. Because like Xander said, it's not you can't come change the value of it. Once it's once it has its value, it's kind of stuck with it. So if it takes its value in Ethereum, you have to pay with Ethereum money. If it goes with Bitcoin money, then you got to go with Bitcoin. It doesn't change. So that's one of the ups and downs of doing NFTs. Now, for crypto, you can all you have to do is take that value out, goes to resell it to a different coin, and you just gonna get a different percentage of that coin. The coin will be different, but the value will stay the same.
Right. That's the key point of the reason why you're having issue with the currency change in the value of your product. Because if you buy an NFT and the NFT is worth 3.5 Ethereum, that 3.5 Ethereum is not the same value in Bitcoin. So you're not your item is not worth. So what is the value of 3.5 Ethereum? What is that value in Bitcoin?
In Bitcoin,
Yeah.
so I changed it to Bitcoin. Uh, Give me 1 second. Come on, mouse is not working today. Whew.
Well, we're gonna, like Tupac, we're gonna run the archaic style until we get better. What he said, I like it raw.
BTC, that will be 0.046. So 0.046 converted to USD. 0.46. BTC to USD. Oh wow. Well, that will be so converted into that will be currently now. That will be $59,465.90 in USD.
I asked you to convert. I asked you to convert Ethereum to Bitcoin.
Yeah, I did. So when I converted uh Ethereum, so that 3.5 converted to Bitcoin is 0.046. Now when I
0.046.
yeah, and then when I converted that to USD, US dollars, that's how much it comes up to. in the
How
market.
much is 0.046 crypto Bitcoin?
Bitcoin is $59,465.90 right now.
So that $2,000 NFT in Ethereum is worth 59,000 in Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
Probably should have got it in Bitcoin.
Should have got it in Bitcoin.
I'm just sitting over here thinking like it's worth 3.5 Ethereum, and 3.5 Ethereum is 0.04 Bitcoin.
0.46. So
and 0.046 Bitcoin is worth $59,000.
Oh, selling that NFT for 3.5. Got it. Convert that Ethereum to Bitcoin. You're gonna be walking $60,000.
Well, minus the exchange rate of Ethereum from Ethereum to Bitcoin.
40,000. You're gonna probably walk out with 40,000.
No. Exchange rate ain't that high. Exchange rate ain't that high. I think it's like 0.3% or something like that. It's the exchange rate, something like that. When you're changing over from Ethereum to Bitcoin. But basically, he has a $57,000 item if he was to convert that Ethereum to Bitcoin. So the NFT isn't as valuable, but the NFT, if you utilized it with Bitcoin, is that valuable. So depending on the cryptocurrency that you attach to your NFT will determine the monetary value of that NFT. Because Bitcoin, actually, from what I understand, is one of the more profitable. It's got the revenue stream. Did I get darker? I shouldn't have.
For a second there, you got darker.
I got darker. My tan stays the same. My credit score goes up, but my tan stays the same. Is your computer plugged up? Because like the screen could have gotten darker because
it's plugged up.
Yeah, I got a spotlight over here.
Do you got the light up one, or you got the?
Yeah, I got the light on.
It just dimmed.
That's you. That's you. The light's on.
The light's on.
Yeah, the light's on.
Because before you were brighter, and then when the light turned off, it looked like the light turned off, and it just showed.
No, the light. I turned the light on because the light originally wasn't on, because I could see myself clearly in both screens, and my screen's not dimming on my side, but because you mentioned something about the screen not looking right, I turned the light on, and then I made it brighter because it actually has 3 brightness levels, and I think I can make it even brighter than this, but now I have a backlight on me that is very reflective, and my screen is still reasonably bright, but if I brighten it some more, now I've got a glare on my face.
That shows the glare on your face, but if you did the one before, it doesn't show the glare. That made you darker.
Yeah, that's because
that one lights up your face a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah.
so your screen, you have a dynamic screen. Well, actually, you're probably playing off of my dynamic screen.
Just a regular basic. I'm using the laptop camera. I want to get my whole body's pixelated. You can actually see the grains.
Oh wow! So the quality, the HD quality that I'm looking at is coming from my computer. Your computer, it's more like dial-up back in the 90s.
He's back in the Satoshi era.
Well, it's a good thing that we're streaming off of my computer. Yeah, now you understand the problems that we had, the woes of broadcasting This is some tough stuff.
Well,
I'm actually gonna have to.
having that stupid light up in my face where it blinds the hell out of me.
Oh no, but I gotta have a stupid light in my face that blinds the hell out of me.
You got shades on. Well, technically glasses, which are technically also shades.
No, they're actually prescription glasses, so they're corrective lenses.
They're so dimmed that you could say that they're shades if you wanted to.
Well, yeah, everyone else will say that they're shades, but they're.
Why he has to wear shades all the time? That's his glasses. No, really? Yes, those are his glasses.
Here's a more creative way for you to answer that question. Because he can see in the dark like it's the middle of the day.
Can you know?
Yes.
Like how dark in the day?
Midnight looks like daytime. I can see in the dark. I can see during a blackout.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it is. It is until you turn the lights on. It's like night vision.
So what does midday look like for you?
Bright as fuck. That's what the glasses are for. It's like naturally having night vision, and then people turn on the lights. So if you've ever put on night vision goggles and then somebody turned a light on in front of you and it hurt, that's the same experience. So instead of trying to adapt to that type of discomfort, wear shades.
Well, that's all the information I have for the for NFTs. Do you have anything?
Unfortunately, no. NFTs was not the problem I had with the research that I was doing with NFTs is that how to create an NFT eludes me. You're basically attaching a digital item to a currency. The cost of it.
Before you can make it into a gift.
I said that I was talking to you earlier about the reason why they would buy the NFT that was the basketball players' highlight reels was because they could use those highlight reels to make a GIF, to make a 5-second loop or a 15-second loop video, and then potentially sell that to somebody and get royalties for it. So. Or use it to attract clickbait to a specific item that would get people to the amount of people that come to look at that item would get them revenue somewhere else. So
think about it. Yeah, they could use it to for people that. So let's say you buy the NFT, you basically got the rights to that video for editing.
Yeah,
and they have to pay you
to use your gift. Yeah. Exactly. So even GIFs have copyright. It's the buying and selling of digital intellectual property. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the NFT is giving you a non-fraudulent transaction. It's giving you a coin that a monetary value that is backed by something that's guaranteed. So you will get this item or get access to this item if you put up this money. But it outside of that, what I did not see was what are the holding costs for that NFT? Do you have maintenance fees for that NFT like you do with a website? In order for me to determine the true value of it, where do you store this NFT?
I thought it was just like art. You put it in your wallet. You put it in your crypto wallet. It's like when you buy a Bitcoin and you want to move your Bitcoins around, put it in your wallet, and it just stays in there.
Bro. A video file from Ray J's Kim Kardashian experience is not going to be in your wallet.
No,
the value of it is going to be in your wallet. So the video file itself, that's what I was talking about. The NFT is the video file that you are monetizing. And I'm trying to figure, I don't see where would you store that. And then if somebody wanted to buy it off of you, how would they get it? That's the parts I don't see. With Bitcoin is straightforward. You're not buying a whole Bitcoin. You're buying percentages of a Bitcoin, and you're buying percentages of the value of the Bitcoin at its current market value. and the more people that buy into the value of the Bitcoin increases the value of the Bitcoin, and then you sell the Bitcoin, and the more people that sell the Bitcoin, the lower the value of Bitcoin is, because the Bitcoin is not backed by as much money. But with NFTs, it's like there are certain questions. In order for me to determine the difference between profits and losses with an NFT, I would have to gauge how much does it cost for you to make it, how much does it cost for you to keep it, and then how long will it take for you to sell it, and how much profit will you make off of it when you sell it, which is the difference.
Transactions on NFT marketplaces are done through the crypto wallets, which encrypt your NFTs. So they will
That's selling. That's selling it.
Yeah.
But where's your NFT stored until it's sold?
Yeah, they say your NFTs are encrypted. Encrypt your NFTs until you're ready to sell or trade. So they encrypt it and it's store it into your crypto wallet, and until you're ready.
No, they're storing the value of it in your crypto wallet. They're not storing it in your crypto wallet. They're not storing a video file.
It also says without a crypto wallet, you cannot create your own NFT. So if you want to create your NFT, you need a crypto wallet so you can store it, so you can take it out and sell it and trade it. That's how they can encrypt it.
So I think we're talking about two different things here. So you have to have a crypto wallet in order to have the ability to attach the value of that file to a cryptocurrency and encrypt that valued cryptocurrency in your wallet, and then that value is stored in your crypto wallet. But you cannot click on the NFT and watch the video in your wallet.
No, you have to take it out.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Where is it stored until it is sold? Is there holding fees on it like Dropbox? That's what I'm talking about.
Well, if it's holding, then it's probably through like the encryption that they were talking about. And
yeah, I understand that you don't have that information, but I couldn't find that information either, and that's what that's what got me lost. Because like if it's a 15 gigabyte file, and it could be worth like $200,000, you're gonna have $200,000 of cryptocurrency in your wallet, but that 15 gigabyte file is not in your wallet.
When they said, because when I first read it, so I'm thinking that if you pay, as long as you have the wallet, that's where it's stored in, and as for the maintenance, it's just
that's the value of the video. Okay, so if it is stored in the crypto wallet, so let's say that you've got LeBron James in his high school football days messing up at basketball, and you want to go back and watch those highlights. Really? You're not gonna click on. Yeah, I gotta go there. You're not going to click on your crypto wallet and watch the video, right? So where is the video for you to watch it? That's what I'm telling you. That's the part that's confusing. Now, when you monetize the video, you attach it to a cryptocurrency, you monetize the video, and then
there's two wallets though. So there's like the physical crypto wallet that people usually carry around, and then they have the digital wallet that they can view their each of their currencies on.
What physical crypto wallet? Because I've never seen a physical crypto wallet.
Like a hard drive. You just put the remember they usually say if you want to go keep your wallet close to you, you put it on a hard drive or put it on a drive and you take it with you when you're wherever you go, or you just use like make a digital wallet either from crypto.com or one of the other platforms like Coinbase, and you can make a digital wallet. They give you your key, like when we were talking about Satoshi, and you can look at all your stuff there. And I'm guessing that's where you can watch that clip or reel, the original copy from.
So what you're telling me is is that you're going to create you a crypto Disney Vault, and then you're going to put all of your child stories into your crypto Disney Vault, and then you're gonna attach Ethereum values to them, and then you're gonna sell them off to all of the registered citizens in order to maintain the value of your videos. Then, whenever you decide that you want to watch one of those videos, you get your key and you go and unlock your vault, and then you just take one of the videos out of your vault.
Yep.
Well, then why are they castrating people in Louisiana for this?
Because they didn't get up with the times.
Because they had theirs on VHS. Okay, now then that means that there's storage space. If there's storage space, then that means that somebody's going to be paying for storage space. And then if somebody's paying for storage space, what is the monthly cost for the storage space? Because nobody ever rents to use storage space for life.
Where you go to make that storage space.
So that means that there is maintenance fees involved with holding an NFT, which means that the value that you actually make off that NFT is going to be the difference between how much it costs for you to keep it versus how much you get off of it when you sell it. And then that determines the true value of an NFT is the raw profit that you have after all expenses are paid. And until I get all of those numbers, I cannot really tell you exactly how valuable an NFT is outside of personal experience. If you have personal experiences or the ability to VIP into personal experience, that is a priceless value that you can benefit from, and I encourage those. But when it comes down to just per se the ability to just turn a massive profit off of something, it's a lot like mining for Bitcoin. It costs you almost as much money to mine for a Bitcoin that it does for you to trade for a Bitcoin. Well, it costs you more money to make make the equipment and to create the Bitcoin itself than it is for you to actually get the Bitcoin when you finally get the Bitcoin, when you complete the chain, when you complete the blockchain. And the thing is that somebody that's mining Bitcoin is spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to make hundreds of thousands of dollars off of a Bitcoin. Now, the difference is that because you own that coin, you are selling off shares of that coin and turning profits off of the coin as long as you possess that coin, which is why Satoshi Nakamoto has 800 something billion dollars of Bitcoin, because he owns the original coins, and the share value of the coins from people investing into the coins have increased to that magnitude.
Go back and look at that case and see how far they gotten on it.
I mean, the people turned down his offer, so because all he said was agree that I'm right and stop picking on me, but he didn't actually give them a valid argument to say, okay, well, this will work for everyone. But he has his money. He has access to his money.
No.
Does he? No. So the $800 million of crypto he still can't get.
Nope.
Which also means that
remember he lost that key, so and he's trying to get it back.
So they're not going to give him his money.
Oh snap!
So that means that he when he get a hold of that money, he gonna run off with it.
Oh, I may make a video about this. So I gotta read this article, but I want to see because it's this was posted last month, but
last month. Oh man, you are behind the times.
The UK, because I was following the American court. But this probably may.
Why would you be following American court? The case isn't even in America.
They did the UK court, and they already said that he was ruled as not the inventor, and that he lied. So I don't know if this was still current, because this one is saying a UK court ruled this year that Wright was not the inventor of Bitcoin, and had lied extensively and repeatedly in forged documents in his attempt to convince the world otherwise. This was posted on July 16, 2024. But I don't know if this was the court that because he went to this court first a couple of years back, and he's in the American courts trying to prove it again. So I gotta see. I want to see if is this a newly made ruling, or this is just another old ruling from a while back. So I may make another show about this.
Okay. So
Because
what
remember,
you're telling me is that they
he had like a laminated document that shows the layout of how the Bitcoin was made, and they were trying to prove the legibility of that.
right. So what you're saying is that he in one court was proven that he wasn't the inventor, and then he went back to another court and they said that he was the inventor. Is that what you're saying?
He went to the American courts to prove that he is the inventor.
And then the American court said what?
For the American courts are still in ruling. I gotta look up for the updated version of that. I think he was trying to sue a specific company for that was slandering his name.
Right. So
look.
Yeah, because it's happening in America. So he's suing somebody in America, and well, so he wasn't originally suing them in America. He was originally suing them somewhere else, and then he started suing them in UK, and it didn't work out, and now he's suing them again in America.
Yeah.
And I'm getting the goal of this is to gain access to the key.
Yeah, so you can get his money.
Wouldn't a more effective settlement be give me my money and don't say anything else about me at all? Just do whatever you want to do with the program, or do you keep doing whatever it is that you do, but you give me my $800 million and I'm just gonna get the fuck on. The same way Dre left from, Death Row Records. But before Diddy's party, he's trying to leave before things go south. It's just like
going south. So I gotta look this up.
I know you don't know the answer, but doesn't that sound like a more effective settlement? It's like, hey, just give me the key so that I can withdraw my money out of my account, and like, let's just not talk about this ever again in life. As opposed to,
how about this? You say on public television that you're not Satoshi, and we will
for $800 million. I'll tell you that I'm Kanye West. For $800 million, I'll tell you I'm Kanye West. I'm Kanye West's blood brother for $800 million. Me and Kanye are best friends for $800 million.
Yeah, I think I'll make this one into now I won't make it into the Monday next week Monday video, because the next week Monday video we're gonna be doing sports. But
right.
This will probably be a Wednesday video, because I already thought about my other videos I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna do one about true evil. Can evil be justified?
What are you talking about? Evil can be justified.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about it. I feel like
we're gonna justify. I can tell you right now that evil is justified at least 7 out of every 30 days of the month.
That is surprisingly specific. So 7 days or 7?
Yep. No, sometimes it's 3 to 5 days, but on average, about 7 days out of a month, it's justified.
and you can say that when we go when we talk about it on the
Oh,
next.
yeah.
When I
You're
post
sitting over
it.
here thinking about. You're sitting here thinking about what. Well, how does that happen?
I am. I'm curious to see how you're gonna explain that. We're gonna leave that as a cliffhanger.
Oh, you're gonna
Uh,
leave it as a cliffhanger?
yeah, Tuesday on the next week. Tuesday will be we're gonna do our like a first ever a what
now,
if
now, are we
episode.
talking about pure evil or just demonic tendencies?
We're gonna talk about all types of evil, any form that can be proven to be justified.
Okay. So it still applies on both pure evil and demonic behavior, demonic tendencies. It still applies. It's still for 3 to 5 days out of the week, on average, 7 out of the month. Demonic behavior is justified.
This is gonna be fun. I'm curious to see how you gonna look. So at Tuesday we're gonna have our first ever what if special. We're gonna be picking a movie, and then we're gonna make up what if scenarios and how we're gonna get out of them. So like we can do like the Alien movie for like from we. I don't know if I'm gonna do all the genres.
So are you gonna
The
are you gonna like grab
all
are you gonna
the
grab like a video clip of some bullshit and then put up there and be like, so what if you were in this scenario? What would you do, kind of thing? Or are you gonna like Dungeons and Dragons paint this picture and then like see
we're
what the
gonna do
fans would?
Dungeons and Dragons version. We could
Okay,
do a clip if we, but I feel like we'll get copyright endangerment, so I won't do that until I got more information. I probably
okay.
may ask a YouTuber so that does it regularly. Because I've seen YouTubers that have do clips and do talk about, oh, I can get out of this in such and such way. I'll probably ask him. He probably has to
Well,
cite
from what
it.
I understand is that what goes on with playing a you have to completely modify it, modify the video clip so that the relevance of the video clip is not the same relevance of the original creator, and as long as it doesn't have copyright restrictions like Pursuit of Happiness, that you would be able to utilize that clip and monetize it. But we didn't have any problems with that Suge Knight beating the crap out of that guy in the handicap space because the image was completely changed. And then it was only like 15-20 second frames. It wasn't even a whole 2-3 minutes. It was just like
I was
five or
about to
ten
say
seconds of him.
it didn't even look like him. He was a lot whiter.
Yeah, the camera adds 10 pounds, but so does prison. So if you look at him now and look at him in that video, it looked the same.
So and then on Wednesday, then we'll add Satoshi. But this is gonna be 2 weeks from now. It's not gonna be like the next week. It is gonna be the next following week. So you guys gotta have to look forward to that one.
Okay.
And if the what if goes well, then I will probably will make that a once of the week thing. I won't make it like 2 times a
I don't
week.
I don't know if you could do it once a week. You might have to do it every other week or once a month because you still have that gaming thing that you were supposed to be doing with the fans, and you got to fit time for all of these things. Unless you're going to
That's
start doing some
gonna
of this
be
stuff outside of the regular airtime.
man, that's gonna for the gaming. Also for like, yes, we're gonna be trying to
Because
play
right
games.
now you have health and fitness, music, current events, games with the fans, and now a what if, and that's 5 different things that are being done 3 times a week
Yeah,
or during the 3 times a week. So you got
as
to
for
alternate.
fitness, I'm probably going to. I will go back to fitness. Is the reason why I don't. Because I have to try to come up ways to make it more entertaining with you guys. Because I can't just be jumping around, hopping around in my room.
Yes, you
Um,
can. You can definitely be hopping around in your room. You can
um,
move some stuff or put all the furniture in the hallway, and then jump around in the room.
I don't have the space for the to put all this stuff away. I would have to
Who
take the
said
mattress out.
who
I
said
would
put it
take
away?
the mattress. I have to take the mattress out. Move.
Did I did I did I say
Move.
put it away? I said put it in the hallway.
Do you know how small this hallway is?
Is that your problem? You're going to be in the room. That's not a you problem. That's a them problem. And it's a them problem for like 2 hours out of the night. They can wait, like traffic waits to air a movie. Yeah, think about that freeway that was closed off to record the Bad Boys movie. Like everybody who needed that road during the 2 hours they were recording that movie had to wait. Everybody who needs to use the bathroom while you're recording for the show has to wait.
I mean, I can make more. We can make video. Make a long form video for no, not a long form, but I can make can make a live where we can do, if anyone wants from home wants to do a wants to work out with me, they can from the comfort of their own home.
Oh, that's a good idea. Why don't you make your own homemade P90X workout video? And then stream that junk every week.
Like what? Just like me just working?
Yeah, just like one of those fitness guys. All right, guys, now we're going to do the Supreme Arnold Schwarzenegger squats. And one, and two.
I'm not doing that all over. No.
Yeah.
No. I'm not doing with those super tight pants that can see up.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I thought you were going to be normal, but yeah, you could do that too. You can put some Speedos on, some short boy shorts on, and then you can get there like and have the Scott Steiner tank top on and just be out there like, come on, brother, let's do it. Let's get the exercise on.
Yeah, no.
Or you can go and get the this and that workout gear, and then you can wear that sweats and a t-shirt.
Yeah, we like yeah. I will. I gotta make some money off of that. Leave some money off so I can buy that.
Yeah, he got to make some money off of y'all, so y'all need to like and subscribe and buy the membership
so that he can like it and subscribe. We're giving
so he can get some money so that he can buy the memorabilia so that you can see what the memorabilia looks like because it looks pretty dope.
So yeah, make sure you like and subscribe and leave comments.
Oh, you could get the shirt and give it to your girlfriend.
What girlfriend?
The one with the kid.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
She's your biggest fan. Tell her I said that. Huh? No. Because she wants to be a supporter. So support me and wear this shirt.
She probably will do it. Yeah. If I tell her to.
And you got to get her the slim fit one too that like shows off all of her curves.
Which reminds me, we're supposed to be like a content for mostly males, but we're also selling women products.
Yes. 15% of our platform is women, and women buy shit. You know women right now that'll buy furniture with the rent money. You know women right now that'll buy a laptop instead of gas money. So women will buy shit. So if we put stuff on a platform, there's 15% of them are women. They will buy shit. That's just how things goes. But the thing is that while this is a platform for men, guess who else is involved in a relationship? The women.
Yeah.
So if I helped you with your relationship, I helped not just him, I also helped her. Oh, and speaking of that, Red Void from Twitch said thanks for the advice that I gave him. It really helped out his relationship. So I told him, pick you up like a necklace or a pillow. I always specify the throw pillow or the towel. And the reason why I specify the throw pillow or the towel is because you can use the towel, clearly, but the throw pillow is to throw. It's in the name.
HD. Huh? I miss HD.
He was okay. He was good, but
remember the time when he said his girl took his phone from him and she hopped on the lava?
Yeah. And yeah, he should be doing just fine. He stopped going after his ops at that Taco Bell. I don't know why they closed down the Taco Bell because the Taco Bell is dangerous. They going after the. It's I don't understand why these kids be finding because you walking your dog. You couldn't just walk your dog somewhere else. You had to go to that Taco Bell to get into a fight, but that's what they do. So yeah, but like I was saying, I recommend to throw pillows, and because throw pillows, it's in the name. When you guys have an argument, you throw the pillow. It's better than throwing heavy objects. It's better than giving them a concussion by hitting them in the back of the head with a pot or a china set. You throw a pillow. The throw pillows are soft. And he can throw it back, and then you guys can make a game out of it. Or you could catch a case like Mike Tyson. Either way, it's fun. It's easier to explain to the police officer. It's like we were just playing because we were hitting each other with pillows, as opposed to we were just playing. We were hitting each other with pots. We were hitting each other with iron skillets. The iron skillets is domestic violence. The pillows are love taps. The pillows are a slumber party.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, stop, pop, pop, pop. Okay, now continue.
Is that yeah? You're gonna get that experience too. So you've already had one person go down for a cell phone and some Skittles, another person go down for making dinner with a pot of water, and the next person is going to go down because they were holding a pillow.
Did you hear the one where the dude actually threw his loaded gun at a person instead of firing it?
Oh, it must have been a Glock. that makes perfect sense.
Probably.
Because I mean,
since he was loaded. And the first thing that he could think of was throw the firearm.
If it doesn't discharge, what are you gonna do? That's why I said it must be a Glock.
Because he didn't know how to take off the safety off the gun. So he.
Oh wow! Do you realize how hard it is to take a safety off of some of these guns? That's why I got a gun with no safety. It's safer to have a gun with no safety. There's no safety.
I don't.
There's a slide lock. There's a slide lock that if I activate the slide lock,
it won't take off the safety. Just move my thumb a few seconds and it clicks.
No, that's not it. That's not it. So because you move your thumb and you click that button, you're going to eject the mag. The safety's in a different location.
Where's the safety at?
Depending on the gun, sometimes it's in front of the trigger. Sometimes it's behind the trigger. Sometimes it they have one that Smith & Wesson has that I think is horrible. It's a pressure thing. So on the handle of the gun, they have a button, and when you grip the gun, you have to grip it hard enough for that button to unlock the trigger so that you can pull the trigger. If you don't grip the handle of the gun enough, you'll pull the trigger and the trigger will never discharge. You have some where you have to where your fingers on the trigger here, the release is over here. So you have to reach. If you don't have really long fingers, you got to reach and hit that button to unlock the gun. And then if it is not universal, you're not going, if you're right-handed and you have to push the button to the left to unlock the trigger, you now have to use a different hand than your trigger hand to unlock the trigger. And you're not in the sense of an emergency or a situation that requires the use of a firearm thinking unlock the gun before you shoot it. So all of these things are a problem. When you pull the gun out, one of the reasons why the term tactical ready is expectations for skilled or moderately skilled gun owners is because tactical ready means there's already a bullet in the chamber, because you're not going to think when you pull the gun out of the holster to rack the firearm. You're going to think to pull the gun out of the holster, point, and shoot. So what you want to do is you want to clean your gun, put your mag in your gun, rack the firearm, eject your mag, put another bullet in the mag, put your mag back in the gun, and walk around with a full mag and one in the chamber. Then, if you need to use your firearm, you're only going to, a semi-automatic fire, pull the gun out of the holster, point it at the intended target, and just pull the trigger. And it'll automatically reload itself until you run out of bullets in your magazine. But with a safety, you have to pull the gun out. You have to consciously think to unlock the trigger and then pull the trigger. Otherwise, every time you pull the trigger, it will not activate the firing pin. So you'll hear the click, but a bullet will not discharge, which is equivalent to letting them know that they should probably shoot you if you haven't already successfully shot them because you were intending on shooting them. So, yeah, the safety is a serious issue. And with safety, with all technology, the more stuff you have there, the more defects you have imminent there. So a safety could defect, and then you don't have a trigger because the safety cannot be released. And then in other situations, it could cause the trigger to jam. And in other situations, the trigger could malfunction in and of itself and just continuously release the firing pin, which will turn it from a semi-automatic to a fully automatic weapon by accident from wear and tear. So there's a lot of things. And then people change out their normal stock firing pin for a different firing pin, or change out their stock trigger for a different trigger to give them a better looking gun, change it to something that's like gold or pink or something like that to give it some style. But all that really does is modifies the quality of the performance of your firearm, and it doesn't necessarily make it safer, and it doesn't necessarily upgrade it performance wise. It just upgrades the visual aesthetics of it and makes it look cool. So it doesn't mean that it functions better, it just looks cool. And since it looks cool, now you've got this silver and gold or gold and red Glock 23 Australia that you're using to show to your friends, and everybody thinks that it's a cool gun because it's gold and red. And then when they go to shoot it, they shot off 12 of their toes because they didn't know that the safety doesn't work. They swore to God that they could pull the trigger and then nothing happened because it had a safety, but then the safety doesn't work, so they shot off 12 of their toes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So if you have a gun with no safety, it's like, bro, like if you pull that trigger, something will come out. Which is why they teach you to, one, don't look down the barrel.
You don't have the best way to know. Turn the gun upward to your face and slide the barrel.
Don't do that, because that's how they said that don't look down the barrel of the gun, because you expect something to be in the barrel. They tell you to treat the gun as if it is always loaded, because you never know if it's not. And if it is, it's better to be safe and it not be loaded, and you treat it as if it is loaded, than for you to be careless and treat it as if it's not loaded and it turns out to be loaded, and then it gets discharged and injure somebody or injure yourself or injure life. So you never want to be in one of those situations where you can't redo the scenario, and you shot your homie Kimmy, and now everybody's mad at you.
Well, he's gonna come back.
Oh, Cartman can get away with that, but Daquan is going to be doing 25 to life. So, you just got to be careful with what you're doing. So with extreme caution, I do not buy safeties. I do not buy guns with safeties. And if I can help it, I try to dismantle the safety so that there's no safety on my gun. It will, every time you touch the trigger, it will discharge. And there will always be something in it. Even if you ask me if there's something in it and I lie to you and tell you there's nothing in it, that's a lie. There is always something in it unless I'm cleaning it. And if I'm cleaning it, there's something in it because I'm cleaning it with something. So there's always something in it. But about 99% of the time, whatever's in it is going to be something dangerous. I don't mess with blanks because I don't like to play games. I'm not the
I think you asked me to buy you your gun belt.
I got a gun belt.
There was something that you asked me, request me to buy for you for your gun, and it was sent to me, and my mom was like, what is it? I'm like, calm down.
No, I got the gun belt. Was it mags?
Yeah, it was the mags. It was the
it was the extra mags.
The extra mags. And
It was extra mags.
she was showing it to me. I was like, they're bags. Like,
It's part of the gang, Mom. It's like, this is GTA Live, Mom. You didn't know? I had to re-up. I had got these shit from Ammunitions. That's funny. They do not have a real Ammunitions in America that I know of. We should create an Ammunitions. We should create a dark money bank. Start up a business. Call it Dark Money Financials.
We'll put it in the backup plan. Oh my god.
Create a website that's called the Dark Web. Financed by Dark Money Financials.
Well, that's all the information I got.
Yeah, I don't have anything else either.
In my general opinion, go invest in cryptocurrency first. Don't just go and dive into NFT just because it started to come up in the metaverse. If you do it, do your research. Don't just buy it just for like, oh, he gave me this much, so I can get this much. Sometimes it doesn't work like that.
You can buy NFTs, but I mean, you're buying NFTs because of the perks. So don't go get you a pair of $10,000 Donald Trump shoes unless it's going to give you a VIP in the White House with Donald Trump whenever you want
it. Yeah, so if you know you can get something, if you want to build, be able to be part of their community, then just so you can network better. Go. NFTs are good for you in the digital world, but other than that, nah. I would say just focus on doing crypto, learn it, try to build it. I've been told mining is better than investing.
That depends.
I don't know that much information about it.
I can speak on mining. When it comes down to mining, if you're mining on a small scale, the amount of money that you invest in mining, you break even by the quantity of Bitcoin that you're getting. But the difference is that if you're mining on a grand scale, you can get that Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin will increase in value. But it depends on what scale you're mining. Are you mining for whole Bitcoins by yourself, or are you mining for fractions of a Bitcoin with a population? If you're mining on a fraction of a Bitcoin with a population, you're going to get a percentage of that Bitcoin when that Bitcoin is discovered. So you might get 1/100,000th of a Bitcoin from mining. That the value of that Bitcoin might be $10. You might have spent $100 to get that fraction of Bitcoin. That fraction of Bitcoin could increase in value and become worth $200 at some point in time if you just keep that Bitcoin. But if you're spending $100 a month on mining on your cell phone or something to that effect for Bitcoin, and you're making less than $100 a month of Bitcoin from your mining, then you're not turning a profit on that. The only plus side to that is that if in the event you catch the market when Bitcoin is higher, when you're successfully mining, you will get a larger portion of Bitcoin or a larger value of Bitcoin. Or if you're striking it big on Bitcoin when the value of Bitcoin is lower, you're getting a larger quantity of Bitcoin for the same lower value, so that when that value increases, that quantity of Bitcoin will be worth a higher amount. So the difference between 10% of a Bitcoin being 10% of a Bitcoin versus $100 worth of Bitcoin being valued at 10% of a Bitcoin, then when $100 worth of Bitcoin is worth 1/1000th of a Bitcoin, that 10% would be worth 100,000 more, 100,000% more. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So if you're mining on a grand scale with the supercomputers, which I could tell you it's almost like $40,000-$50,000 a year of expenses to get that $65,000 Bitcoin by yourself. And if you're not mining at that level, you're not likely to get the $1 million worth of Bitcoin, because it's hard to get a Bitcoin. It's not easy. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of supercomputer power, and the equipment that you have to get to set it up is outrageous, but it's doable. And if you can afford it, if you can afford the high light bill, if you can afford the high internet speed, if you buy business and start building your supercomputer and put it in a room where nobody's fucking with it, and it's just continuously making that blockchain for you to build that Bitcoin, then yeah, it's better for you to buy the Bitcoin, keep the Bitcoin, and then have people invest in the Bitcoin that you found or created, as opposed to investing in Bitcoin. But if you don't got that kind of money to start up and build your own Bitcoin, I recommend investing into Bitcoin, because you can invest money into stocks using apps like Pionex, where you can use trade bots where they could take the little bit of chump change that you got, put it into the stock when the market is low, buying stocks, and then sell as the values increase until you have turned over profits that far exceed the transactional fees of trading, and you're still walking away with double or triple, 100 times more than what you originally started with. And if you keep buying low, selling high, and taking the difference, and then rebuying lower. So if you buy in here, you sell high, and then you buy lower than you bought in, you're always at a profit, because it's either going to reach the amount that you originally bought in at or exceed that, and then you're going to sell it again, and you're going to keep doing that, which means that everything above your buy-in is your profit. You're going to put that back in below what you bought it in, and then that is going to increase the value, which actually doubles, triples, quadruples your money. So you could start with $200 and end with 20 grand if you do it right, where the principal, the original principal, was $200, and the final gross revenue will be 20 grand. That's high earners, and you can do that with Bitcoin. You can do that faster with Bitcoin than you can do it trading on TD Ameritrade using stocks with Apple and Microsoft and Elon Musk Tesla, because those require 14 to 45 days for a call or a put that requires you to, hopefully the market doesn't change while you're doing your cover call or your uncovered put, that allows the premium to come to you, or if you sell it, you're selling it at a higher value so that the market doesn't tank before your bid goes away, and that takes just way longer. So you can make a bunch of money off of trading stocks, but it's faster to trade crypto, because you could buy and sell crypto by the hour, whereas you're going to be buying and selling stock options by the day, and then you're going to be buying and selling stock options over the course of 2 weeks to a month to get the best values out of your sales. You're going to buy and off sell your purchase by buying and selling something else, so that if one stock is high and one stock is low, the average between the two is high, which means that you did good for the week or you did good for that day. So which requires a lot more money, but you can do that with stocks. But stocks take longer, and stocks take a significantly larger quantity of money to buy. But even an inexperienced trader can get a trade bot set up from the Pionex app and upload cash money to that app, and then put that cash money into the market while the market is down, and then just set the trade bots to sell it for them. And then you just come and check the app like a video game. And then when it tells you that it's at a profit, you remove the profit off the top and just let it keep gaining value. It's going to tell you when you're not at a profit, and you just leave it alone. And you can continue to create. I think Pionex lets you have between 10 and 15 free trade bots. And if you're offsetting them by between $100 to between $100 and $500 per trade bot, you can actually do a grid that is starting at like $100 and do a $100 to $300 increase, and do a buy sell ladder where you're taking the interest off of this one, putting it into that one, and vice versa all the way up. You could cover from Bitcoin at valued at 20,000 to when Bitcoin's valued at 60,000, and you can buy and sell throughout the whole thing. You can shave off the top. The lowest trade bot is going to ultimately end up with the most money, but as you go up those different values, as you increase by 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, 20,000 for that year, those 15 trade bots, you would be trading all day long, all day and all night, trading in your sleep. And then when you wake up, you check your phone, like, oh, I made money. Skim that off the top. Oh, the market's down. Let me reinvest it. And then you're good to go. And that is way easier. Now, you're going to have to pay taxes on all that shit when you go to take it out. But if you're taking it out as a higher earner, taking it out under a C corporation, that's when you're dealing with the 13.8% for high earners investing in stock. versus the 20% for company sales in the regular market versus the 35% that individuals and LLCs would be paying off of their particular taxes. So, you know, I would say go do the crypto, because there's a way for even, like they say, trading for dummies. You could do that with crypto, and it would not be that catastrophic for you. I think the only negative thing about crypto is that you gotta watch it. So if you're not checking your app 3 to 4 times a day to make sure that your money's still that the market is still in your favor, then you could be up looking at interest, not taking the interest off of your premium, and then when the market goes down, you missed out on that interest. That's the only downside about crypto. Beyond that, like, unless you really need that money for a personal emergency where you have to cash out on it at market value, where you have to take that L, even though the market is climbing, you're about to pull out anyway. Like, that's probably the only other thing that is beneficial about crypto, because while it sucks that you're not going to be able to make more profit off of the bull market at this moment, you still are able to pull your money out instantaneously and directly deposit it into your account. When you start doing large amounts of money, like $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, it takes a little bit of time to get to you, but you're able to pull it out a lot faster. But none of those situations change the fact that it's probably the fastest way to start making money. Well, not fastest, the safest way to start making money, where you have accessibility to emergency funds, I've said before, is to start up a bunch of checking accounts with the 5% introductory interest rates. That would be the best thing for you to go if you're starting out with trading, with investing, because you have emergency funds. You're getting $10 a year off of every $20 that you put $200 that you put in the bank, and that's going to give you the ability to, over time, use the interest to go invest in stuff where you're not using a principal. The principal's always there, and you're using the interest to go invest in stuff. So it's not money you have to earn in order to go and invest. And then as you take those investments, invest in other places, the profits that you made off of those checking accounts can help you build your stock portfolio. And then if you have an emergency, you can take the cash out of those checking accounts and go take care of your emergency. But your interest that you earned off of that cash, which doesn't get reported to the IRS from those banks, can be put into a stock option that can gain you more money. Like if you threw it into Bitcoin, you just got to watch it. So you can start from nothing, turn $200 into $210, and take that $10 and put it in there into Bitcoin and start trading with Bitcoin. You can take $2,000 and put it into, I would say 10 bank accounts, because it's $200 a piece. Open up 10 bank accounts with $2,000 and put $200 in each one of those accounts, and you're getting $10 per account for that. That's $100. You take that $100, put it into Bitcoin, and you turn that $100 into $150. That's just small scale. But if you did that on a moderate scale, you could be making $20,000, $30,000 a year off of the interest that's not being reported to the IRS. And that $20,000, $30,000 a year could be put into Bitcoin. And that $20,000, $30,000 a year of Bitcoin could turn into $40,000 in 30 days of Bitcoin, where you would be doubling your money. So you would essentially not have to work, because the money that you already have in your checking account would be making money for you. And you take that money and put that money onto your stocks and bonds and everything like that. That will make money for you. And then you can take that money off and do something with it. Or, like I said before, take out a cash loan against the assets that you have. You take out a cash loan, then you buy the stuff that you need, and then you take out the dividends from the stocks and pay off that loan. You don't even have to pay off the loan. Your stocks are paying off the loan. And then the taxes on the stocks is going to be offset by the tax deductions from paying off debt, paying off the loan, which is a tax blanket. So you don't have to pay taxes on anything that went towards debt. So now you own everything, and your money's making money for you, and the interest from your principal is paying off your loans. And if the loan is buying all of your stuff, then basically you don't owe anybody. So you can't acquire that from an NFT. That's not something that's accessible from an NFT. So the NFTs is like holding Hot Wheels until they're valuable, NFTs is like holding that schoolgirl outfit until it's valuable. NFTs is like, you know, taking that one photo from Michael Jackson's Neverland days and putting it online and selling it right next to Pee Wee Herman's movie experience. And, you know, whoever is into that kind of stuff will pay good money to see it. But I can tell you how to make your money make money for you with crypto. You can't take your money, make money for you with NFTs, but you might be able to buy you an NFT that gives you VIP access to Diddy's after party after his conviction. I mean, if you want to go to that kind of thing, go to the red room.
After he gets out, after
oh no, I never said after he gets out. I said after he got convicted.
Oh, he's gonna get out. I can see him coming out.
Now it doesn't matter if he gets out. If you're buying an NFT so that you can participate in Puff Daddy's after party while he's in prison, you're signing up for conjugal visits in Puff Daddy's cell block red room. And if that's what you're signing up for, you don't need to bring no soap. It is just gonna go down. But that's what you're buying the NFT for, not for the value of the NFT, for the value of the experience of having Puff Daddy in prison.
You're gonna get an experience after that.
Yeah, apparently Will Smith was crying, so you're not going to be disappointed. Yeah, that's deep, isn't it?
I don't know. It can get deeper.
It can get about as deep as Zoe's voice.
All right.
That's all we got for tonight, guys. I know Mr. Pibbs got to get to bed. He's got stuff to do in the morning. We really appreciate you guys for coming. Thank y'all for showing up. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off the TikTok over here. So, ladies, as long as the situation doesn't make sense, I'm gonna keep asking you, ladies, every day to make it make sense. So, ladies, please make it make sense. And for the rest of you guys showing up and still hanging out with us on Twitch and YouTube, I really appreciate you guys coming. Noah Schaefer, especially Ring General. We appreciate you for moderating the chats. You did a great job of doing that. Also, Liberty Twitcher, we appreciate you for coming in. Red Void, we appreciate you coming in. Silly Emma, we appreciate you coming in. So we know that you guys are showing us love. Always hit that like button, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. So I'm your host, Xander, for This and That. This is co-host, Mr. Pibbs, and where we talk about this, that, and everything in between. And y'all have a good night.